Hello there, X-Men fans. It's D Square here again, continuing on with my HoxPox comic book review. This time, of course, it is the Powers of 10, number 4, and our last issue, which was, of course, House of X number 3. We had an emotional issue where we saw a lot of our beloved X-Men perish in the, assault against the Mother Mold facility that orbited the sun. And it, of course, ends with Charles Xavier stating, "No more." And, of course, we saw the tears coming through his mask. This comic picks up, of course, not right where that left off. It picks up with showing us year one. We see Charles Xavier and Magneto meet with an important figure that has been mentioned already in this HoxPox series, and it is an important and interesting meeting indeed. We then get to see where Charles Xavier and Krakoa, we get to see how that relationship comes about. We get to see Cypher's first introduction to Krakoa and them starting the process of what he had created. So that is also an interesting tidbit as well. And then lastly, we actually get to see the Ascension period. So again, this is the fourth time period that we were shown, which now this kind of, tells you that it's still around. So we don't know exactly what life this Ascension period is happening. At this point, I'm assuming that is the 10th current life, but there is still a lot of mystery and intrigue around that 6th life. So I would definitely watch out for that. This, of course, does continue on with the tradition of having the data sheets, as I guess I'll start calling them. One of these data sheets, or really multiple of them, have these like sinister secrets. So these are definitely an interesting read through, gives you a lot of insight into an important character, and again, does have some reveals there. One of them is actually quite major and way out of left field. So we can definitely see, where Hickman's mastery of the history of X-Men is definitely coming to fruition here on this issue. Ultimately, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. It is certainly a great comic book when you compare it to, a lot of other comic book series. It's certainly good. When you put it in the context of the other HoxPox issues and the information and the intrigue that we've seen, the retcons, things like that, when you compare it to them, it's not exactly the strongest entry. It is getting us there, per se. We are rolling along the tracks, and we are getting some information, and maybe this information will be more impactful in the future. But right now, it just seems like a cool cruise where we're learning some new information and even learning how some relationships came about. I certainly did enjoy this issue, and I hope you do too. It is released today, so make sure you go out to your local comic book shop and pick this bad boy up. It is a must-read for anyone that is following this HoxPox story that, of course, is written by Jonathan Hickman. I do apologize for the voice, maybe even a little red under the nose. I have been under the weather, which, of course, brings me to my second apology that we did not get a Volsker and D-Square Talks this week. So we haven't geeked out or talked spoilers about the last HoxPox issue, but we will be looking to do that again later this week. So check that out on this channel. Just make sure and hit the notification bell, and you will be alerted. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give me a like. That's always appreciated. I would love to interact with you, so comments are always welcome. But until next time, guys, peace and love, and we'll see you again soon.